Right, so this next video that's going to be coming up in the next few days, is going to be one about a guy who's been stalking me and my family for going on 2 years now. Or at least it seemed like it was going on a lot less, but yeah, it's apparently been going on for 2 years. He used to show up in my comment sections all the time with, "Why don't you stop, why don't you get a real job," and bullshit like that. Didn't like the fact that I was a YouTube streamer, didn't like the fact that I receive, money for things that he himself doesn't receive money for, or that I wasn't living my life according to the way he thinks others should live. Now, a lot of times I debunk this and throw it out there, and it's in several posts, and I basically told him those posts, I didn't really put his name in them, but I let people know, look, if you're going to judge someone, you should probably look at yourself first. Now, this guy will never do that. He's a textbook narcissist. The chances of him doing that are slim. In fact, the chances of a lot of people in the town I live in are doing that are slim, because it's easier to project your own problems or your angers out on someone else for your own life rather than look inward and try to fucking change things. So this guy starts sending my now girlfriend, my current girlfriend, messages like, "Why don't you leave that asshole? He's no good for you. He's isolating you." When in actuality, he's the kind of person to tell someone that they're a victim in order to save the day. This is a textbook narcissist problem. No one's saving Megan right now. If she wanted to walk out this door and live in her own apartment, she'd be more than willing to. More than willing to. I love Megan wholeheartedly. She loves me wholeheartedly. We're there for each other. It is not a one-show pony. No relationship is, and no relationship ever will be. But the fact that he was trying to make her feel or make her seem like as though she was a victim was just more confirmation that this guy is a total textbook narcissist. Now, I shouldn't say his name, but I'm going to anyway. The guy's name, the first name, I won't use his last name, as it could be anyone. We'll just say his first name was Stuart. And so, basically, after we both blocked him, his main profile, and I had already blocked his other profile, which was William McKay, and the reason I knew this was because one of my friends had gotten harassed by this guy, and then she blocked him, and then he came back with the William McKay profile saying a lot of the same stuff that the prior profile was saying. Well, I had already blocked William McKay. I had already blocked Stuart. My girlfriend had not. So Stuart started messaging her. She blocked Stuart. Once she did that, he had no way of contacting her or trying to save her soul. So what does he do? He files a false police report so that the police can contact us with his name in tow. So that he could contact my girlfriend using the police. This is how creepy this fucking guy is. Alright? And you guys say I'm creepy for wearing white? Please. This guy used the police to try to get in touch with my girlfriend. By filing a false complaint, which is illegal, that's the amount of desperation he was at. That didn't work. We showed the police the evidence of the 2 years of harassment. We showed the police the harassment that she was getting, the clear, and the police instantly saw what was going on. They dropped the case. Now, what would happen after was kind of the nail in the coffin for this guy. And the police had already dropped the case by the time this had happened, and this is why he did it. But basically, he would text her one more time. And this text was concerning the allegation he had made. And it was concerning the, basically him mocking because she didn't accept his advances, but basically mocking. What ended up happening was I told her, "Know what? Play along. play along. Give him a win. Let him think he's won. Because this guy needs one. He needs a win. I told her, why don't you tell him that maybe he's right about me, maybe I'm not what I seem, and maybe, she should get out of the situation. But to call her at my number. You guys see what's going on here. So, he calls. He's smart, I'm not gonna lie, blocks his number, decides not to answer the phone, but when he doesn't get a reply, when I don't let him speak, he decides to put a scam recording on rather than his own voice. And this on its own merit wouldn't have been enough to say, hey, he's still harassing me, but it was what happened after when he realized it was my voice on the microphone. He then texted my girlfriend within the 3 minutes that it took for him to get off the phone and find her name on Facebook as William McKay. And he said, no, I'd rather not talk to someone who needs mental help. I don't know if you realize this, Stuart, but what you've done shows a high level of mental instability, a high level of devotion and dedication and tactile irrationality. It's called obsession, dude. Stalking is done by mentally disabled people, Stuart. And I would really, I will donate some money to you if you want, so that you can seek the professional help you need. I can't say how much. I'm probably not going to give you much because you're such a fucking piece of shit. But I will say $20 so that you can afford mental help, bud. Because, you're a real piece of work, dude. And anyone who goes home with you, I feel nothing but pity and fear for. And quite honestly. And this is coming from a guy dressed in all whites. So, take that for what it was. In closing, I'm just going to say, there's always some Stuart trying to be a king. But Stuarts can never be kings. Princes be kings. But Stuarts can never be kings, bud. Till next time, Xenexia 2013, signing out. Peace.